first of all, let's write a comment on top of this. And then we'll call it what? On ordered lists. Ordered list. Right. And then I'll come here and I'll comment this out. Comment this in rather. I'll comment it ordered list. Right. List. Now my comment is not working. Now I want someone to debug it. Like, I want you to debug it in your head. What is happening? Why is this comment not working? What is wrong with this comment? Well, if you open your eyes clearly, you can see I just typed in the less than sign and an exclamation, but I didn't finish typing in this and this, and so the browser wouldn't have been able to detect it as a comment. So if I left it like that and I saved it, I would have seen whatever I've written here right on the browser. All right, it's not even working. It's not even working. But in order to get it as a comment, what do? You just do this, and then yeah, I'm sure the browser was too smart and intelligent to be able to debug it for you, but in reading your code you realize that it would have worried you a lot. All right, so what is this I've written? Let's just get rid of the F, right? And we have ordered list right there. Is that how to spell ordered? Let's take it like that. So we move on, and then yes, so I've just written a comment for us to know what we are dealing with here. So this is an unordered list. This is an ordered list, and so I said I want to introduce you to divisions, right? So in our web page where we are coding, we make very big divisions. Like, we make various and numerous divisions. So we have a section with a code. We have to now divide the working environment and do something again. We have to divide the space and write certain codes. So a lot of divisions happen. So one tag that helps us do this simply is the div tag, right? It's very popular, the div tag. So right in our body, our body, we still want to be inside our body and indent it to this side. I just pressed on the tab if I was here and I want to get to the right indentation. I just type on the tab, it gives me to the body, but I don't want to be in line with my parent. I'll have to be inside my parent. So I press in the tab again and then I'm right inside it. So when I give in a div, when I type a div, VS Code closes it automatically for me. So as you can see, a / and then the name of the opening tag, and inside the div you can then have whatever code we want to write. So the div just stands as a division, okay? And so I can type whatever I want inside the div tag. So I can type in, we always type the general, but you already know. So when I type in the general and then I open it, you can see the div. You can't see any editing or formatting, but it's actually in a div tag. It's just in a division in our code, okay? Yes, and so the div tag is a block element. I just have to talk about this. It's a block tag, okay? So in our tags, we have what we call inline tags, and then we have what we call block tags or block elements. And so this div is a block element, and the block elements come with certain or default formatting, okay? So for a div, which is a block element, whenever you write anything in a div, the thing automatically goes to the next line. You wouldn't have to use the BR tag that we were using before. This BR tag we were using, where is it? Let me just type it out. We wouldn't have to go back to this, because anytime we use the div, it will automatically send us to a new line. That is one property of the block element. And also it comes with certain margins, default margin, I think a few pixels, margin and padding, so that to show that it's a block element, you should understand what right now. And so inside this div, I would like to demonstrate what I meant. So when I get I'm going to get a div, type in the general, and then I'll copy this. Remember how to copy? Hold down shift, hold down alt, and then down, and then I'll type in something else here, the don't have. Right, so what should you expect? As I stated before, that the div is a block element, so whatever you wrap in a div element gets its own line. So the whole line is going to be dedicated just to this element. You get me? So this element is going to be on one line, this one too is going to be on another line. So let's see how it showed up. Right, exactly how we expected, right? So the general was on one line, they don't have on another line, just because they are wrapped in the div tag, which is a block element. Okay, so now that I've gotten div out of the way, we are going to talk about more inline tags.